Khaled. Look how quick it had to make it around. What you doing? What you doing?
I'm just jumping off the bus. I just woke up, so.
I hear you. Kiss the ring.
Thank y'all for coming out. Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the food at?
Where's the plate? I'm just gonna say. So y'all know Kiss the Ring comes out August 21st.
Yes.
6th studio album.
Yes.
And I told you guys it was a little meet and greet questions. Who had like a really, really good question?
I got a question. I just want to know how long you've been in the industry and how long did it take to get to where you are now?
I've been in the industry probably for about 15 years. It was more, I say 20 years, but I guess for the world to actually see my work, probably about 15 years. Yeah. So it took a long time, but it was all a growing experience. Like from DJing to producing, and ended up doing radio, and ended up just traveling to every city, getting my name out there. And then I just had the streets on fire. You know what I'm saying? So the streets always embraced me, and then my buzz just kept getting bigger. And then at the same time, while my buzz was getting bigger, I always was in the studio, working with other artists, and then at the same time, I started putting my own records out. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of hard work, you know what I'm saying? And when I was coming up, it was different because we didn't have Twitter and internet and all that. So you had to really, if I came to Virginia, I had to go to Virginia, and that's how you heard about it, you know what I'm saying? But now you can get on the internet these days, and if you got a podcast, Twitter, you might can reach out to them. So it was a little different. But I've been grinding, still grinding. I ain't done.
Would you say all I do is win?
Oh yeah, you better do it. You're never gonna stop that.
I've got a question.
Yeah, from listening to the album to Kiss the Ring, where's that sit at?
From my first album to this is my sixth album. My first album is very special to me because that's my first album.
Right.
So always your first album is like just a special part of your life. But Kiss the Ring is just my best work because of all the experience from Listen to all the way to Kiss the Ring, and at the same time is it's more personal. Kiss the Ring. You know what I'm saying? Like Listen was more fun for me. Kiss the Ring got real personal for me because besides y'all seeing me, on videos and clubs and stuff like that, personally in my life, I went through a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just like put my pain and passion. I always put my pain and passion to it, but it just was a little different.
A little more.
You know what I'm saying? I went through some stuff and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So
salute, sir.
Bow down and kiss the ring because thought they were gonna get rid of me. You feel me?
Salute, sir.
Somebody else. Right here in green.
Alright, I'm an artist. I just want to know what kind of advice do you have for somebody that has a talent but doesn't have, let's say, necessarily the money to push yourself out there?
I mean, I always tell artists that the money, you really don't need the money to blow as a new artist. You need the money to blow after you get recognized.
Right.
Because that's when you need to start the promotion campaign, and I would say have a team around you because artists should stay creative and have an army around you, meaning as in people that will handle that promotion for you to help you get out there. Of course, as well as you gotta do it too.
Yeah.
But basically, man, just music is, you can't deny good music. You can't deny a hit. You can't deny something that sound good.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to get it on radio and this and that, but that's why when I was answering her question, like, the street is so important, man. If you get hot on your own block, the word gonna get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get hot in one nightclub, the word gonna get out. It's just not gonna, it's a step. It's not an overnight thing, but and if the music ain't right yet, it doesn't mean you ain't great. you just go back, you know, and turn that mic on and get something cracking. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about production as well, make sure the music is right. But, you know, as a new artist, you got to hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you want it that bad, you won't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Someone else had a question? That was a good one. Right here, the gray hat.
So, who would you say your favorite artist? Who would you say your favorite artist to hear right now is, to your opinion? Who's your favorite artist to listen to?
I don't know, just because they're part of it's two artists. Just because they're part of my team, I don't want you to think just because they're part of your team, right? I mean, Ross is an artist where, because I get to, you know, work on his albums with him, and it's just amazing how I've known him, and we came up together to hear him evolve every album. His talk game is just so powerful, and I'm there witnessing it. So you have to understand, you know, it's like me sitting in the room with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You know, with Pop. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ross is one of the greats right now. You know what I'm saying? And then Ace Hood. The reason why I pick an Ace Hood too is because his growth has been amazing, and he ain't never gave up. And right now, he just spitting that uncut raw, and he ain't trying to hear nobody. Like, it's like a pit bull loose, and he's just going. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. You know what I'm saying? To see my guy just make records like Hustle Hard that embrace the hood so much, that's going to be an anthem forever. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Somebody else had a question
I got
in the red hat?
I got a couple questions.
Oh.
The first question I was going to ask you, I know you're a producer. Are you actually sitting behind the MPC and the keyboard making the beats?
On some of them. Some of them I'll be behind the boards, and some of them I collaborate with these other producers. Most of the days now I'm orchestrating most of the hits. Like, for instance, if I'm in the studio with the Runners, or if I'm in the studio with the Renegades, whoever, I be knowing what I want because I produce. So I'll be like, this is what I want, and we will lay the foundation, and then we'll lay it together. But at the same time, I also like the drums from a Jalil Beats. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send, like, for instance, on a record on my album called Shout Out to the Real with Meek Mills, Plies, and Ace, me and Jalil collaborated on a track where I sent him the music, just the music part, and he did the drums. You know what I'm saying? He added a little sprinkle of music because I wanted to have his powerful drums in the club, but I wanted my big music over it too. So, you know, it depends which song we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Then at the same time, there's beat makers and there's producers. I'm a producer, so I'm a guy that all around puts a whole record together, like, you know, Quincy Jones. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know, I put the collaborations together, and I'll get the right songwriter to write the right hook on there, and, you know, just put the whole cake together. You know what I mean?
Okay, now, like, as an artist, I know you're putting the Kiss the Ring out. As an artist, how many people in your personal team? Like, how many people is it in your personal team?
My team, my circle's pretty, not too big, but not too small either. But I would say I have like 10 people that are every day, I talk to every day on the We the Best side. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm, you know, also got YMCMB, you know, that's a powerful team as well. We collaborate. I did my label deal over there. And, you know, I got Birdman, Slim, Mac Man, and Wayne that I talk to, you know, as well. And then I got my soldiers, you know what I'm saying? My soldiers out there that handle, like, Days is filming us right now, and J1's that's on the road with me, and Marlon that handles, you know what I'm saying, make sure my music's together, and just everybody's, and then I got my own studio, and my assistant, and then also I'm a president of Def Jam South, the executive at Def Jam, so I got my team as the whole Def Jam building. So, you know, I got a powerful team, but my main circle is about 10. Like, just a avid, you know,
Run with you day to
day.
day.
Yeah, day to day. You know what I'm saying?
All right. My last question is, we got the music conference coming up here next month. What exactly are you looking for as far as artists or producers to make you say, like, okay, we want to do something with this person right here?
I mean, me personally, is I like to make sure that if there's an artist from the city, that the city know about him and he's buzzing out of the city. And at the same time, you know, the music got to be great. But then also I look at the artist. I can just sometimes look, there's a certain glow on a superstar. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain energy when somebody walk in the room that they glow in the room. But there's sometimes I find stars, and then sometimes I find artists. Artists become stars, and stars become superstars because it's a growing process. Because sometimes there just be a superstar in this room that I'll be like, yo, this kid, you know, he just looked like the sun won't stop shining. You know what I'm saying? The rain and the sun is still on him, and the music sounds good. You know, those are rare, but you know, mainly the buzz and their work ethic. Because if they ain't working harder than me, then we can't do business.
How about for like producer?
Producer, I'm always, every day I'm looking, especially at this city, y'all, you know, Virginia, you know, cooks up some serious producers.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to sign new producers to be the best. You know what I'm saying? That's something I go on the internet myself and listen to beats. And if I like something, I'll sign The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? They're part of the team, and so, you know, it's just about hand me that beat CD, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, get one of my guys, contact and email me some beats. I'm always listening to that. That's important to me.
Alright, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's very important to me. That's an everyday thing I look for.
I think we got time for one more question right over here.
As far as female artists in the industry, how do I put this? Do you feel it's harder for them in the industry, and why? As far as female.
It's hard and a blessing because when you do pop off, there's not many of y'all. As in the rap tip. I mean, sing tip is a lot, but on a rap tip, if you do pop off, there's not many. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. But I think it's, you know, I always find that amazing female artists is great. Like, you know, especially if you're a singer. You know what I'm saying? The best singers were females. You know what I'm saying? Aretha Franklin. The list keeps going. Beyonce. The list Mary J. Blige. The list goes on and on. So I mean, it's hard for everybody. I wouldn't just say a female. You know what I'm saying? I would say it's just a hustle for everybody. But on the rap tip, I think it's few of them only.
All right. I think anybody else had a really.
No.
Oh, again, go ahead.
One last question. As a producer that makes beats and does a lot of samples and whatnot, I'm sitting on so many beats that I've sampled that I don't have somebody that's business legitimate in music to tell me this is a go. Let it, push it, put it on iTunes, push it. But it sounds so good. I have certain artists that have a sound good on it, but I don't know if it's legit, I mean, to put out because it's a sample. But Kanye West came up off of samples.
Right.
How do I find out if it's able to be out?
I mean, well, when you have a sample, whoever artist is rapping on or singing on it, you know, after you know, either give them the beat or sell them the beat or whatever, this is agreement you decide to do with the artist. You know, they need to make sure before they release it to radio or for sale or iTunes, that you clear the sample, and you have to get a lawyer, and they actually have a music, like how you say, not psychology, but musicology. Yeah, there's a guy actually listens to the record, and he'll reach out to the person like who you sampled it to, and they have to work out the publishing and the master rights. Sometimes they deny it. Sometimes they don't want a percentage. Sometimes they're like, we don't want you to sample our music. You know, but sometimes they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a chance you gotta take. And as a producer, sometimes they take all the publishing, and you won't make 1% because you sampled it. That's sometimes.
Now, if you sample it and remake it and take out the
Now you can remake it. You remake it. You still got to clear publishing on it because you got inspired by that song because you remade the same thing. Now, if you change it up, there's ways to change it up where they can't come back and say you took that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So usually when you do that is when they deny the clearance, and then you go back and redo it. Like I go through that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But you know, sampling. I love sampling. You know what I'm saying? I think the music just feels great, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But once you start learning more too, it's going to inspire you to, if you don't play yourself, hire keyboard players and musicians, because you'll get that feel. You can still get that same feel with your own idea.
You're right.
And
Right.
that's what I do. Like, there's times I be in the studio and I be having like a melody in my head,
Boom.
or just an energy. I would
Right.
call a musician. I'd be like, yo, I want this 70 feel, you know, the bass lines and the guitars and the keyboard, but I want it with my idea. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how Dr. Dre and Kanye and all them do as well, you know?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so I think right now we're gonna do pictures at this back wall here. And thank everybody again for coming out. Don't forget, August 21st.
Yes, Kiss the Ring, please go. You can pre-order my album on iTunes.
This side of the room.